So you're moving to Northern Virginia and you're trying to decide where to live. Well, chances are you could be picking between living in Fairfax County or Loudoun County. Well, in this week's video, I'm gonna share with you everything that you need to know about living in Fairfax County versus living in Loudoun County. And make sure you watch this video all the way to the end, because the last comparison can be hands down the biggest factor in deciding where to live in Northern Virginia. And we're getting started right now. Boom! Hey everybody, it's David, your favorite realtor. As always, it's another beautiful day right here in Northern Virginia. If it's your first time here on my channel, please smash that subscribe button, because every single week I release videos about living, working, playing, thriving, top neighborhoods, pros and cons, cost of living, basically everything that you need to know about living right here in Northern Virginia. So because of this YouTube channel, I get calls, texts, emails basically every single day from folks just like you who are moving to or relocating to Northern Virginia, and I'm so happy and grateful for it. So if you've been thinking about moving to the area, reach out to me, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me email, whatever you gotta do to get a hold of me. Just know I always got your back when you're moving to Northern Virginia. Fairfax County versus Loudoun County. So hands down, Fairfax and Loudoun County are the two most relocated counties in Northern Virginia. It's not even close. I personally have lived in Northern Virginia for 21 years now. I spent 11 years in Fairfax County and currently 10 years in Loudoun County. Now, both counties are awesome. You cannot go wrong with either one, but both of them have the pros and cons. So the format of this video, basically a lot of it's gonna be data that I've actually researched, and basically the other half is gonna be just my personal experience of living in 10 years in Fairfax County and 10 years in Loudoun County, and just kind of give you my personal opinion on things that I've seen over the years. So let's get this video started with the first comparison, and that's gonna be the location. So we'll start off with Fairfax County. So Fairfax County and Loudoun County, they actually touch each other. They're right next to each other. In Fairfax County, depending on what part of the county, it's pretty big. It's gonna be between 7 and 30 miles away from Washington, D.C. So it can be pretty close to downtown D.C. Now, some of the major towns and cities in Fairfax County is gonna be McLean, Fairfax, Centerville, Reston, and Springfield. So Loudoun County is gonna be right to the west of Fairfax County. It's gonna be about 26 to 60 miles away from Washington, D.C. Obviously, it depends where you are in Loudoun County. So some of the main towns in Loudoun County is gonna be Ashburn, Brambleton, Leesburg, and South Riding. So if you compare the two, let's say you work in Washington, D.C., well, I guess what, Fairfax County may be a better option for you, because it's gonna be a lot farther away living in Loudoun County. So depending on where you're gonna work in Northern Virginia, this will really help you decide which county is better for you, living in Loudoun County or living in Fairfax County. I personally, like I said, live in Loudoun County. I do most of my work in Loudoun County. That's why I choose to live in Loudoun County. Now, the next comparison is gonna be size and population. So Fairfax County is gonna be more of a suburban / urban county. When you compare it to Loudoun County, actually it's gonna be a lot more rural in Loudoun County. In fact, half of Loudoun County is literally all rural, which is gonna be the western side. And then eastern Loudoun is gonna be a lot more suburban. So now if we dive into the size, so Fairfax County is gonna be about 406 square miles with a population over 1.1 million. So if you compare that to Loudoun County is actually bigger with 600 square miles. However, the population is way smaller at a little bit over 400,000. So Loudoun County, a lot more land, but yet almost a third of the population of Fairfax County. So really depending on what your lifestyle is or what you like, if you want to be around a lot of people, close to shopping, restaurants, entertainment, maybe Fairfax County may be better for you. But if you want more rural lifestyle, being far away from everybody, maybe having 2 to 3 acres of land, maybe Western Loudoun, the rural side, may be better for you. Really, there's no right or wrong answer. It really just depends exactly what you're looking for. So my wife and I, we can never live in a rural part. I don't like driving 15 minutes to the closest grocery store. That's why I love Ashburn, the suburban part of Loudoun County. So close to like restaurants, bars, entertainment. So it's perfect for me, but the goal of this video is to find something that's perfect for you. So the next comparison is gonna be niche.com. Niche.com is an amazing website that I use a lot for my videos. They compare places to live, schools, and more. So if you look at niche.com, it actually ranks Loudoun County as the #1 county to live in all of Virginia. How cool is that? And it ranks Fairfax County as the 3rd best county to live. So really you're splitting hairs here. If you'll flipped around, really doesn't matter. But just know when you're picking between Fairfax or Loudoun County, you're literally gonna be in the top 3 county to live in all of Northern Virginia. Now off to schools. So we're definitely gonna be splitting hairs here again. So according to patch.com and niche.com, they both actually have Loudoun County schools ranked as the 4th best county in the whole state of Virginia. And they both have Fairfax County as the 6th best county in the whole state of Virginia for schools. So they're gonna be very close. I've seen other websites where they actually have them flipped. But I personally don't have any kids, so I don't really have skin in the game when it comes to schools. However, I have a lot of friends and clients and family who have a lot of kiddos in both Fairfax and Loudoun County, and they absolutely love the school systems. But just like anywhere else with schools in the nation, you have awesome top-notch schools, middle of the pack schools, and then obviously mediocre schools. So again, do your research, find a school that's perfect for your kids. But at the grand scheme of things, comparing the school systems in Fairfax County and Loudoun County, they're kind of very similar overall. So the next comparison is gonna be household income. If you're moving to Northern Virginia, you kind of want to know what kind of area am I moving to? Well, this will definitely help you kind of know exactly where you're moving to. So according to usnews.com, the average household income in Loudoun County is gonna be $142,000. So the crazy thing about that for Loudoun County, that's actually comes in at #1, not #1 in Virginia, but the #1 county in the United States. So it's literally the wealthiest county in the US. That's crazy. Now Fairfax is not far behind at #3 in the country at $125,000. Now Fairfax and Loudoun County being the top 3 wealthiest counties in the US does not shock me at all, because Northern Virginia, it is hands down one of the most educated areas in the world, and we have the US government, so a lot of tech jobs here, government jobs, a lot of high paying jobs here. So you can't go wrong with either one. So really Fairfax County or Loudoun County, I wouldn't give one an advantage over the other in terms of household income. Now the next comparison is gonna be home prices. Now this is where we start separating Fairfax and Loudoun County. So the average sales price of a home in Loudoun County this year is $691,000. If you compare that to Fairfax County, it comes in at $726,000. So it's almost a $35,000 difference in Fairfax County being more expensive than Loudoun County. And to be honest with you, that number should actually be a wider gap, because there's actually a lot more condos in Fairfax County, so that kind of lowers the average sales price. But funny thing is, I remember just looking at home prices 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, comparing Fairfax and Loudoun County. It used to be a much wider gap, where Loudoun County was a lot less expensive, way more, compared to Fairfax County. But Loudoun County's really caught up these past couple of years, because Loudoun County's popularity has exploded. Now if we just compare single families in both counties, the average sales price for a single family home in Fairfax County is $960,000. If we compare that to a single family home in Loudoun County, that comes in at $872,000. So we're literally looking at basically a $90,000 difference, where Fairfax County is more expensive compared to Loudoun County. Now, the rule of thumb is the closer you get to Washington, D.C., the more expensive it is. So this does not shock me at all, because obviously you want to commute a lot shorter, especially if you have to work in Washington, D.C. If you're getting any value out of this video, please do me a favor. Leave a thumbs up. Really helps me with the YouTube algorithms. That way I can keep on creating awesome content all about living right here in Northern Virginia. Now the next comparison that you gotta know about, and probably the main reason why I live in Loudoun County, is gonna be older versus newer. Fairfax County as a whole is gonna be a lot older than Loudoun County. So crazy stat is, of the 360,000 homes in Fairfax County, only 12.5% were built after the year 2000. Now, if you look at Loudoun County, the 144,000 homes, 49% were built after the year 2000. So it is a lot newer out here in Loudoun County, and I can definitely attest to that. When I drive around here in Loudoun County, everything's just so new and clean, and newer shopping centers, newer homes, and I just love that. It's definitely what I value. It's important to me. Now, when I'm driving around Fairfax County, a lot of it's a lot older homes, older shopping centers, older roads. So again, that's not all of Fairfax County as a whole, obviously, just kind of generalizations. But to me, this is where Loudoun County has a huge advantage. It's just how new it is compared to Fairfax County. Now the next comparison, everybody's favorite, I guess, it's property taxes. Nobody likes paying taxes. Fortunately, we have to. So if you compare the property taxes in Fairfax County versus Loudoun County, they're actually 15% higher in Fairfax compared to Loudoun County. So for example, for every $100 of assessed value for your home in Fairfax County, you can pay $1.14. Now you take that in Loudoun County, you can pay 98 cents for every $100 of assessed value. So let's take a $500,000 home. You can pay about $5,700 a year in property tax. And that same home would be about $4,900 a year in annual property tax. Now these are just the tax rates overall. Actually, in both Fairfax and Loudoun County, there'll be some special districts where the property taxes will be slightly higher. It could be like by a metro or maybe an improvement area. So just keep your eyes out open for that when you're actually looking to buy a house. But yes, you're going to spend a lot more in property taxes in Fairfax County. And if you attach that to home prices are higher, your cost of living is going to be a lot more in Fairfax County compared to living in Loudoun County. Now, the next comparison is going to be diversity. So Northern Virginia as a whole, it is a melting pot. People from all over the world relocate here. So all types of culture, and I absolutely love it. So tons of diversity. So if you actually want to compare the diversity between Fairfax County and Loudoun County, they're actually very similar. In fact, if you look at the census page right here, comparing Fairfax and Loudoun County, the demographics are basically the same. It may be 1 or 2% off either way. So a ton of diversity here. So you're absolutely gonna love it. Now, I will say this, the closer you get to Washington, DC, let's say Alexandria, for example, it's gonna be a lot more diverse compared to like Purcellville, which is in the rural side of Loudoun County. But overall, Fairfax and Loudoun County are gonna have very similar diversity overall. Now the next comparison is gonna be safety. Now this is 100% my opinion. I did no research. This is just living in Northern Virginia for over 20 years. Now Loudoun County, I've probably felt unsafe maybe once or twice in 10 years. There's really only 2 neighborhoods I would definitely stay away from in Loudoun County, but 98% of Loudoun County, I've never felt unsafe at all. Now, if I compare that to Fairfax County, it's gonna be a lot more maybe questionable neighborhoods that you probably wouldn't want to be in. There may be 10 to 12 of these neighborhoods that I'm talking about. So I've definitely felt a lot more unsafe in Fairfax overall over the years compared to Loudoun County. But with that being said, if you take both combined, 95% of it, you're gonna feel 100% safe. It's just a few pocketed neighborhoods here and there where you may not feel so safe. Now, the next comparison is gonna be the metro, and this is where Fairfax County squashes Loudoun County. So Fairfax County has 10 metro stops. Loudoun County right now has 0. So, I mean, that's a complete domination. Now, they are going to open 2 metro stops in Loudoun County. It was supposed to open in 2018, 2019, 2020, this year. And it's slated to open next year around February timeframe. But I just read an article that the metro stops here in Ashburn are going to get delayed even further out. So who knows when they're going to come. But Fairfax County has, like I said, 10 metro stops. You can get all around Northern Virginia, into DC, into Maryland. So if public transportation is important for you, well, guess what? Fairfax County, hands down, would be a much better option for you compared to Loudoun County. Now, the next comparison is going to be traffic. And I will say, hands down, this is, again, with personal experience, you're going to have a lot less traffic in Loudoun County compared to Fairfax County. It's just the way it is. Because, like I said, half of Loudoun County is the rural side, so it's just farms and that's it. But even driving in the suburban side of Loudoun County, I can easily get across town at 5 o'clock and have maybe little traffic or no traffic at all. Compared to that to Fairfax County, probably 95% of Fairfax County at 5 o'clock, you're hitting traffic no matter what. So it's a huge advantage when it comes to traffic with Loudoun County, which is way less traffic compared to Fairfax County. Now, the next comparison is fun things to do. Now, obviously, if you live in Fairfax County, it doesn't mean you can't go to Loudoun County for fun or vice versa. But some of the fun things that you can do in Loudoun County is wineries. Loudoun County is the wine country of Washington, D.C. So that's a huge advantage of living here, especially if you love going to wineries on the weekends. Then you have downtown historic Leesburg. I've done a ton of videos on downtown Leesburg. Great place to go on a Saturday afternoon with your friends or family. Then you have downtown Loudoun, which is the downtown of Ashburn. Awesome place to go, movie theater, great restaurants. So there's a lot of activities to do right here in Loudoun County. And some fun things you can do in Fairfax County. Obviously, you're a lot closer to DC, so you can go to DC on the weekend, look at the monuments. Then you can go hiking in Scotts Run in Great Falls. Beautiful waterfalls there. I absolutely love it. I go there a lot with my wife. You can go shopping at Tyson's Corner. Some of the best shopping, not in Virginia, but in the world is there. Or you can go out for happy hour in Reston Town Center. So there's a lot of fun things to do overall in Fairfax County and Loudoun County. I wouldn't give one an advantage over the other. And you can still obviously use both when you live in the other county. So 2 great websites that you want to check out for fun things to do in the area. One is going to be visitloudoun.org. That'll be all the cool activities that you can do right here in Loudoun County. And then on the flip side, you have fxva.com, and that'll show you all the fun things you can do in Fairfax County, including one thing that I forgot. That's going to Wolf Trap for concerts. So much fun. We completely missed it last year with the pandemic, but guess what? Concerts are back on right now. So that's an awesome thing that you can do in Fairfax County, is checking out the concerts at Wolf Trap. Now the next comparison with Fairfax and Loudoun County is going to be your lifestyle. If you're moving here and you're 31 years old, you're a young professional, single, well, guess what? Fairfax County is probably gonna be a better option for you. It's gonna be a lot more singles in Fairfax County, a lot more nightlife, things like that. So it's gonna be perfect for you, especially if you work in DC or Arlington. Now, if you're a family and you get to work remotely, you don't need to be closer to DC, you like some land, more rural living, well, guess what? Loudoun County is gonna be better fit for you. So it really depends exactly what you're looking for. But that's why you gotta reach out to me, get me on the phone. Give me a text, email, we can do a Zoom call, because my whole goal is to make this whole process as easy and smooth for you as possible when you're moving to Northern Virginia. And if you want to learn more about living in Northern Virginia, check out these videos right here. They're gonna be awesome resources, and I'll see you on the next video.